So I recently started to disclose and be transparent about how I use AI, or AL as I like to call it, artificial language, in my works. And I have a publishing platform called paulstreehouse.com, and there I publish things that I make, whether it's written work, visual, music, applications. It's a kind of repository of my different creative ventures. And I recently changed the website to disclose on every single product whether or not AI was used and how it was used. And something really peculiar happened psychologically for me in the process of doing this, which is that I now find myself kind of motivated to not use it, and to have that nice little green logo with a hand that says entirely human made. Anyway, I'm kind of excited about this because it's helping me wrap my head around, or perhaps help build a kind of standard or method of categorization how AI can be used across different disciplines. And so what I have there is still kind of in its infancy. I'm not really totally happy with it. It's not transparent enough. And so I'm going to keep refining it, but I'd like to encourage you to take a look, give me your feedback. There's so many nuanced ways in which AI can be integrated in the workflow. And so anyway, I'm hoping to expand on that. Maybe in the process, create a standard so that other people could use the same thing and help them bring about more transparency. I think the institutions are pretty much fully captured, and the moral and correct thing is not going to happen up top. And so the alternative to that is for us creators and creatives to be transparent and disclose as clearly as possible without having to break everything down into heavy documentation. Whether or not, number one, AI was used and how. And I think what I've done is the beginning of that. Maybe you can take a look, give me your feedback, share it with others, encourage other creatives to do the same. And maybe over time a standard will emerge, and then the consumer, can make the decision clear-eyed. Much like we do with food, if we didn't have the organic food label, well, that would be pretty terrible in my opinion. Because I personally prefer food that is grown organically and naturally without synthetic ingredients or processes. Grass-fed milk, for example, grass-fed cows, or meat versus non. Things like this, these sorts of labels are valuable because they allow the consumer to make the decision, and that over time changes how the market behaves. Because it seems that our regulatory institutions are so captured, there is really no hope in expecting them to do the right thing. Money ultimately is the boss. Money has ruled over principle, morality, and philosophy itself. We live in absolute agreement that currency is the shared narrative and deity of our time. And so, transparency on the part of the creator, on the part of the producer, I think is paramount. And I want to encourage everybody out there to do the same thing. Take a look and see how I've done it. I'm planning on refining it and improving it over time. So keep an eye on it. And I look forward to your feedback. paulstreehouse.com. Thanks for watching.